What's up guys? It's Brandon with Extreme Daily Drivers. It's Toaster Tuesday. We got the box here. Let's wrench on it. If you guys are new to the channel, this is my 2006 Scion XB. I bought this car basically as a work truck. It is my second XB. I had one way back in the day, back in 06. But this thing has been neglected for a long time, and over the last couple of weeks we've been putting a lot of love into it. We're going to go ahead and continue that today with a nice upgrade for the front end. Alright guys, these are the headlights that we decided to go with, and I love the way they look. I was able to source these off the internet for right around $85 shipped, and it's going to be a killer upgrade to what we currently got going on in the front of this car. So we got our headlights. Let's talk about the grille. You know I'm going OEM for the front of this car, and right here you're going to see what we got going on here. Now this guy, if you remember, he was Envy Green. Got it out of the junkyard like a year ago, a long time ago, and decided to hit it with some trim paint and clean it up, and it looks amazing. So we're going with this. We're going with those headlights, and I got one more thing to add to this. I went ahead and got the little BB logo. So one of the first steps of removing your headlights is to remove the grille. Super easy to do. You're going to have some sort of push pin here, as well as here, and there'll be another one here if you have an OEM grill. So you can use a screwdriver to remove these pins, and I did it for years, but a much simpler and easier way is to get one of these guys, which is a trim removal tool. You can get this off of Amazon. It's like $7 shipped or something super cheap, and not only will this remove these pins, but it's perfect for interior parts. Alright, now that we got the grille removed, we have to remove the bumper cover in order to access some of the bolts that hold the headlights in. So in order to do that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to remove this 10mm screw, this 10mm screw, and this little plastic clip. Some of you may have additional fasteners here on the end of the fender and the front bumper. Mine have been long gone by the previous owner, so I don't have anything here to remove. So now that we have the bumper drop down, we can go ahead and access that screw that we can't get to while the bumper is up there. And I'm pretty sure that's the only one. Oh, I'm sorry, and there's also this one here. So before we remove the headlight, we gotta first unplug it from the wiring harness. Behind each headlight, you'll find a clip. Go ahead and squeeze it and remove it. So now that we got all the bolts removed, we can remove the headlight from the car. Keep in mind, we still have one bulb plugged into this, and that's the turn signal bulb. It's a little bit difficult to get to while the headlight's installed. So we're gonna pop this out a little bit so we can go behind the headlight and remove the bulb. Here you can see the bulb I was talking about. Give it a twist, pop it out, and that's how you remove your headlight. Here you can see the dramatic difference between the two. Again, here's the old one, and here is the beautiful new one. Now if you wanted to get this exact same look, you could do it on your own without going ahead and spending the $80. If you do want to go ahead and paint your OEM headlights, it's not hard to do. You basically turn your oven on to 250 degrees, you take your headlight, you throw it in the oven for about 10 minutes, you pull it out, you use some screwdrivers, and you see how far you can get around it, prying it apart and hopefully separating the lens from the actual lamp. It is a pain in the butt to do. You do burn your fingertips. Once the lens is separated from the headlamp, you can go and paint the inside of the headlamp any color you want. In the past, I've always used Tester's model paint. You can find this at any craft store. I got this at Michael's. I think it was $2 for this little bottle, and this is really all you need in order to paint your headlamps. And all you really do is you do the exact same thing that this new one has done. You can see here that the ribbed areas are what's painted in black, and you can easily do that to an OEM light and get the exact same effect. I did do this mod to my first Scion XB, and it wasn't that hard. It did take a little bit of time. It does stink the house up with glue, so keep that in mind. If you're gonna do it, make sure you get the okay by your loved ones, because your house is gonna smell like glue for a couple hours after you get done baking your headlamp. But it is a really cool effect. It gives this car kind of a sinister look, and that's what we're going for on this XB. Now that we have the headlamp removed, we actually have some access to some parts of the car that we never get to clean or fix or just check. And one of the things that I want to attend to real quick is the fact that this wire loom has lost its covering for whatever reason all the way down to here. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up real quick. I'm going to improve whatever happened here as well. If you guys are wondering, this is a plug for fog lights. All right, we don't have fog lights installed yet in this car, video coming soon, but this will be what we use. Every Scion XB comes pre-wired for fog lights. So we have one here on the driver's side, and we'll have one on the passenger side as well. So you can make note that you have these things, and you can use them in the future. Wow, what a mess that was. But I was able to clean it up. I had some wire loom laying around, as well as some wire harness tape, which I was able to use for the majority of this. I did have to go electrical tape here, which you can do. However, over time, it breaks down because of the heat and everything like that, and gets all gooey and makes a big mess. The harness tape will not do that, and it's also heat resistant to a much higher degree than electrical tape. So before we install the new headlamp, we got to go ahead and transfer over the old bulbs from the old unit. So this one here is still in the car. This one here is inside under this nice rubber boot. Whenever you're doing this, you want to make sure that you don't touch the actual bulb. All right, these are Phillips Extreme or something like that. I forget what they're called. Is it labeled on here? No, but anyway, this is an aftermarket bulb. It's decent. We are going to be going either HID or LED in the future. I don't know which one we're going to do yet, but there'll be a video on it. So anyway, these are nice little aftermarket upgrades. I'll put a link in the description. They're very affordable and they're much brighter than OEM. Reinstalling these can be a little tricky. First thing you want to do is plug in your turn signal, and then try to slide the corner of the headlamp in under the fender. All right, I got the headlamp held in there just by kind of friction. Nothing's bolted in yet, but I went ahead and plugged in the headlamp harness. I want to make sure this thing works before I go ahead and complete installation. Nice. All right, guys, I got the passenger reinstalled, and what a difference, huh? Absolutely killer. Can't wait to get this grill on here, put the bumper back on, and see the finished product. Check it out, guys, huh? What do you think about that? What a huge difference, man. I am so excited the way this turned out. Man, I want to finish the rest of the front end so bad. So I'd love to go ahead and just finish this entire front end, but I can't because I'm still waiting for paint to come in the mail, but that'll be here this week, and this thing will be wrapped up here real soon. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I love the way this thing turned out. Let me know what you guys think of Toaster Tuesday. Also, on a side note, I have created some XB t-shirts that are available on our website, extremedailyDrivers.com. Make sure you go check that out. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, guys. Please hit that like button, please subscribe. Make sure that you're tuning in every single Tuesday. It's gonna be Toaster Tuesday. We're gonna be wrenching on the XB. I have so many great things coming up ahead. I'm so excited. Until next time, guys. See you later.